Welcome back to Island Football. Today's review is going to be on some new gloves from Grip Boost. You may know Grip Boost as the company that had the towels. They had also the glove solution that brings back the grip in sundry gloves. They came out with some gloves last year that I had an opportunity to test out. I didn't do a review. You may have seen them in my Instagram, some practice photos that I used them in, and they re-released some gloves. So they made some improvements over last year. They came back out with these. They were excited for me to do a review. When I found out that they made new gloves, I was excited as well. So you probably saw the unboxing. I'm going to go over the things I always talk about when I cover off on gloves. The fit, the grip, the durability, the ventilation, and of course I'll talk about the price and some of the styles and where to pick up the gloves. So without further ado, let's get into the review. The stealth football gloves that Grip Boost came out with last year that you may have seen me test out were all black. I had a couple of them. They looked similar to this in terms of that they were a solid color, all black. They had a black back of hand, they had a black palm as well. It had a black and red Grip Boost logo on it. And those gloves, style-wise, were top-notch. I mean, I love solid colors. I love, clean, slick-looking gloves. But they were a little thick. The fit wasn't as great. I didn't end up doing a review, but I did provide some of that feedback to Grip Boost, and they came out with a new glove. And so here's the packaging. So I'm going to read some things for you from the package. First of all, it says ultra durable. Stealth 1.0. I asked them why they called it the 1.0 when they had gloves last year. And what they told me was, you know what, they're starting over. They said, hey, those gloves last year weren't the best gloves that we could make, so we're just going to start from scratch and make a completely new glove that is worthy of the Grip Boost name. So some of the features that it talks about are made with lightweight material for comfort and better ball feel. The palm is infused with Grip Boost grip tack technology that makes it one of the tackiest palms created. Added support and grip to make the glove more durable than ever, and meets NFHS, NCAA, and SFIA standards. In the unboxing, I told you that I had never heard of SFIA, so I had to look it up. It actually is the Sports and Fitness Industry Association, so more of a trade association that also has a certification that gave to these gloves. So let's talk more about the glove. I'm going to put them on for you just so you can see the fit, and I'll talk more about the glove. So you probably saw this fit in the unboxing, but the cool thing is about the Stealth, first of all, that it is super thin on the back of the hand. It has this ghosted Grip Boost logo on the back of the hand. If you look at the palm, it has the Grip Boost logo on the palm as well. When you combine it with the other one, it will have the GB. It has this camouflage look on the palm. This tack all the way throughout the palm. It doesn't go into the wrist area, which is something that a lot of the modern gloves do now. But here it is ventilated. So if you look on the fingertips, it's ventilated all throughout. The palm is solid, but then the fingertips are ventilated. So they did work a lot on the ventilation of the glove. And the tops of hands, or the tops of the fingertips, all have the Grip Boost grip tack, including the thumb. And that does a couple things. That makes it more durable. It's going to keep that fit for you. So it's kind of like an overlay that some of the other gloves have, but all on the fingertips to make sure that the fingertips are durable, right? Because these are going to be a susceptible area as you're catching and touching the ball. Then you look at the strap. Because this is the Stealth glove, you have a solid Grip Boost logo here, kind of in this gray color. Here, this is a plastic material, very comfortable wrist closure. It has a little bit of foam padding. You can see that it stretches as well. It comes up high, it sits high on the wrist, which is good because right above the bone right there, you actually still have maximum maneuverability and flexibility in the wrist area. So that's kind of the overview of the glove. You also have, the jock tag here for your number, and then it has the SFIA certification label here as well. Now let's get into some of the attributes, and let's just talk about the fit of the glove. The fit of the glove is something that was improved from last year, and it kind of rivals some of the Under Armour gloves. Under Armour probably has the best fitting gloves of any of the major brands out there, mostly because they use a compressive fit. This also uses a compressive fit, so it's very tight around the fingertips, very tight around the back of hand, and then with the wrist closure, you get to tighten up a little bit. So for fit, this did get a 9 out of 10. Now this glove talks about the Grip Boost grip tack technology. I'm not really familiar with their gloves, right? In terms of, this is one of their first model gloves that they made, in terms of how tacky their gloves are going to be. Obviously, it's a grip company. It started on, you know, with the technology of trying to better the grip in football gloves. Then they went into towels, right? Which again, you use towels to improve the grip on your gloves, to wipe things clean, to keep them dry, to keep them free of dirt and debris. So naturally, of course, they're going to go into gloves as well. I did have a chance to use these in practice. You probably saw some footage of me on Instagram, and these are super, super, super tacky. Excited to see how long the grip is going to last, but I will say it is one of the tackier gloves that I have used. So for a grip, this did get a 9 out of 10. One of the most important things I talk to you guys about in terms of gloves is the ball feel. And the ball feel is just the flexibility, right? And usually when you have a thinner glove, you're going to have better ball feel. You want the gloves to feel like you don't have anything on your hands. The top glove right now are the UA Spotlights in terms of ball feel. It's just a super, super, super thin glove. If you guys haven't seen the review, check that out. So this glove is going to be in close comparison to that, where the back of hand is just super thin. Thinner than the Vapor Knits. And it's going to be right up there with, it's not as thin as the UA Spotlights, but it's very thin. It's not as compressive as the UA Spotlights, but it is a little bit compressive. So in terms of ball feel, this did get a 9 out of 10. I always talk about ventilation with you guys just because of how hot and how sweaty your hands are going to feel with the gloves. And a lot of gloves are better than others. Usually if you have good ball feel, it usually means you have a thinner glove, and usually you have better ventilation. Now the ventilation here on the back of hand, it's still, if you look at the material, even though it's very thin, and it's not as thin as the UA Spotlights, you still have the perforations in the back of the hand. So this is a complete mesh back of hand. The holes aren't as big as the Vapor Knits, but it is a thinner material than the Vapor Knits. And then you have the holes that you can see my fingers through the holes on the fingertips for increased ventilation. So from a ventilation perspective, this did get a 9 out of 10. So far the glove has gotten all 9s. The last thing that I measure for you guys is just the durability. And the durability, anytime you have it, it's always a trade-off, right? If you have a really thin glove, the worry is durability. Things like the Vapor Knits, you know, those have torn because, you know, it is very thin on the back. It's got the big mesh holes in there for ventilation. The Spotlights, thin glove. This did say ultra durable. The durability, I think, is talking more about the grip, how long the grip is going to last. And from Grip Boost, you know, I would expect the grip to last a long time, since that's what they specialize in. When you look at the back of hand, that is going to be the same worry for me in terms of durability. It is super thin, so if you play certain positions on defense, where you're tackling, where your hands are, you know, getting involved a lot with helmets, jerseys, it's not going to last as long for you. If there's a significant amount of force that is applied to the back of the hand, it is going to be likely to tear. So for durability, this did get a 7 out of 10, and that is for the back of hand and not for the grip. One of the things that makes this glove so amazing is the price. I think the lowest glove that I usually review is probably going to be around the $45 mark. That's going to be kind of your base glove. That's going to be pretty solid. For a glove that gets as many 9s as this glove got, and to be only $25, that's going to be about half the price of your lowest market premium glove out there. When compared to the UA Spotlights, it's going to be even less than half the price. I think those are about $60. So for $25, this is going to be a steal. I think for position-wise, mostly receivers, quarterbacks, this is probably going to be a glove for you. Maybe some DBs, but I would worry about the durability on the back of the hand. So this is a very, very, very thin glove, definitely meant or geared more for skill positions, specifically receivers. In my unboxing, I talked to you guys about a possible giveaway, and I did partner with Grip Boost to give a pair of these exclusive Stealth Pro Elite football gloves away. So, as usual, the rules for the giveaway are in the description below in the video. Definitely go ahead and check that out. So the winner of the giveaway will receive one pair of these gloves in their size. So definitely check out the description in the video. Check out how you can win your very own pair. So if you like my videos, remember to give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.